Oh, we are live. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey everybody. Welcome to channel U323 YouTube. What's up, people
That's
news?
it. What's up,
Know it.
people? News.
What's up, people news?
We are
Hope
happy to have you
everybody's
guys with us tonight.
hope everybody had a good week so far.
A special night, isn't it?
It's election.
It's a special night.
Uh, I do have a question though. How many times in U.S. history have we not declared a president on the night of election?
It has happened. It happened for Florida because remember Florida and the Chads? Remember the hanging Chads? Was that Gore?
Yeah.
Bush?
Yep.
Yeah.
When Bush took it from Gore.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
wasn't that the year that they found out that they found out like they was using dead people?
Yep. It was something like that. Some wild mess. All right, everybody.
Oh, go ahead.
Right. So let's kick it off to it.
Y'all kick it off. I'm still, you know me. I'm still sending my links.
Hope everybody is getting ready. Sit back, relax. We got an awesome show for y'all today. We got a few things to talk about. One of the main things that's dominating the airwaves and your time and your sanity, your health, presidential election and count. We got some words of wisdom from Brother Oreo, the host with the most. He gonna lay some thoughts down on you, something to think about.
Our usual suspects in there? Are our usual suspects? Have they shown up? We got them.
Yes,
they coming in the door.
The suspects are in the building.
They filing in, taking a seat.
Yes. Welcome all the usual suspects. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, it's a pleasure having y'all with us today.
One more.
Welcome. Hashtag usual suspects. I just like seeing that hashtag. Put that out there. If you are a usual suspect, if you are with us every week, even if you're not with us every week, if this is your first time, throw that hashtag up there, usual suspects. Let us know. Shout out to everybody that's in there. We got Miss Marie. We got Kiko.
Hi, Keiko.
Kiko. That's how you say it. Kiko. Keiko. What's up? I'm horrible with names. They'll tell you I'm horrible.
Right.
But big shout out to everybody that's tuning in. If you're not in the chat and you're just tuning in, thank you. We love y'all. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all our new shows. We go live every Thursday, as well as we have other shows on this awesome channel. A little something for everybody. So hit that notification bell to stay up to date with us and everything we got on channel 323 on youtube.com.
That's right.
So you guys ready? Y'all ready to give people what they want?
Get it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Go. Yo. It never fails.
Sorry, it's always me.
Is always off. It's like she's on delay.
I am.
You start saying yo. Did she come in with her robot? Like,
I'm never ready. I'm never ready.
Fails.
That is the story of my life. But you know what? You know what to expect.
We're gonna stick to it.
I'm consistent.
Right.
It is what it is.
But if this is your first time tuning in, we are a local online news show. We talk about local, national, and international news. I am your co-host, Frosty McNuggetts.
And I'm the host with the most, Frosty Oreos.
Cheer.
A co-host, Frosty Knowledge, aka Trump's Last Stand.
Ooh.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We got a great show for y'all today. So real quick, we're gonna do a quick update. So how you guys' week been so far? Since last week and where we're at now?
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say it like this, right? You would think that this week would have been a little bit hopeful. You know, we got the election going on right now. And, you know, I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm gonna speak for myself when I say, you know, I'm waiting for the change to happen. You know what I mean? We need more things going on in the world of politics. Something, you know, we need that body in the White House that's gonna be, you know, hopefully for the people and not against the people. So, you know, I'm gonna just say I hope there's a change that's gonna come soon.
Nice. I'm with that. What about you, Miss Knowledge?
Did I talk about my councilman called me about having my house hit the second time?
Oh, you got updates about that?
Yeah, because I sent that email and then the councilman actually called me on a Sunday. So we just had a discussion and he was saying it's basically a police problem. If anyone is just new to the story, my house was hit by a car 2 times. One time it was the siding. The second time, within a month, they hit my bushes. I had to send a letter to my local government. They did get back to me as soon as possible. And then my councilman actually called me on a Sunday to find out what's going on and how can he help. You know, long story short, they think it's police enforcement. You know, they're going too fast. They're cutting across and taking shortcuts and going too fast. And it's not in the budget for this year, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, well, at least a stop sign that has got to be in someone's budget.
That's a stick in the ground with a red sign.
Right. Or someone's going to get killed. Someone could have been killed there. And he was like, you're right. So they're going to look into stop signs, speed bumps. And I've just been calling everyone.
Are they gonna look into their budget to fix your house?
Yeah, right. Well, his insurance company took care of that, the person who did it. So yeah. No, okay. Yeah. No, that was taken care of real quick. So yeah, that was that. And I am a little more hopeful than Oreo. I get it, but I'm always hopeful. And I think we're moving in the right direction. I really do. Like, I think that this is what I see come on, Texas is purple. Like, at this point, Texas is purple. It's moving into the blue category. People came out and voted, young people. I saw people in stretchers that was being wheeled to sign the ballot. Like, yo, I'm proud of what I see. You know, we do see the other piece because we knew that all these races exist, but you know, you hate to see this many crazy Trumpsters in the world. Like, it's pretty insane, but yeah. So how about you, McNugget? Oh, go on. Sorry.
No. Let him go. I have a question afterwards.
My week was good, you know. Me and Miss Knowledge had this conversation earlier, and you know, I wasn't harping. She made some good points, you know, and it is good to see the turnout and the people being politically activated. That's what we want for our viewers. We want people to be engaged and to get out there and let their voices be heard, for regardless of which candidate. We just want people to be activated and to turn out, again, like you said, in Texas and Georgia, all the different swing states. The fact they have this massive amount of either ballots, people voting in person, absentee ballots, the fact that they are being overwhelmed with all of this, in a way, is a good thing. It's showing people we're actually, you know, I won't say paying attention per se, because 4-5's in office in the first place, but they're more aware of what's going on, you know, and you know, it's good to see that. So you know, I am hopeful that Biden will pull out the win with the last couple votes and ballots that have to get counted. So you know, I'm cool. I am glad of the turnout and to see people out there. I seen a cat in line. I seen a cat in line waiting to vote. So damn it, animals is involved too. So
don't let Trump hear you. Don't let number 45 hear you. Don't even let him know what state that was, because he'll be contesting it. He'll be like, there's a cat voting.
Y'all let a cat walk in here and like, but no.
Recount.
He did say they were giving him out
catnip all on the ballot.
Catnip, exactly. Well, I mean, he does like to grab them, so the cat heard like Trump likes to grab them by the,
So hey, he said I'm here.
Exactly, I'm here for you to grab me.
But overall, my week's been good. Real quick, side note, I'll be running. I'm a runner. I'll be getting up early in the morning and I'll be running around the block. I'm happy. I've been doing it for about 2.5 weeks now. My lady actually bought me a good pair of running shoes. So I got my first pair of running shoes. So I'm happy about that, trying to get healthy. In 2021, What's Up People News, we're going to be the healthiest online news show in the world. Like, we're going to be fit. We're going to be healthy. We're all, doing our things to live better, to be better. So, yeah, 2021, even now, we coming. We bringing something new to the game, being healthy and all that. So that's my update for the week. But I'm ready to get this show started. How about y'all?
Let's go.
Let's do it. So I'm gonna pass the mic off to the one and only, the hostess with the mostest, Frosty Oreos.
All right, peoples. I got to scoot up a little bit for this one. So again, we have the presidential election going on right now. And as expected, there's a whole bunch of flim-flam with it.
He had to take his glasses off.
My eyes started burning a little bit. So my thing is, when he beat out Hillary 4 years ago, it wasn't all of the stuff that's going on now, right? He showed a little bit of his true colors back then, but after he hit office, he just let it. We see your true colors. He just let it all out, right? So, of course, you have your nationalists and your supremacists and, all those who fall up underneath that umbrella. Of course, you got them backing them and, Trump's the greatest. But you also pulled the coat to all the other people who wasn't really paying attention. Now you have them paying attention. And they're coming out and they're trying to get them out of here. But I don't think there's going to be a peaceful transition, first thing. And the second thing is, I hope the people are ready for what's going to happen if that does happen. If you look at it, if you haven't been paying attention, it's just like when the pandemic happened. What was going on? People was running to the stores, grabbing everything off the shelves, not leaving nothing for the elderly. They was going crazy. But now, this is another thing they was doing. They was going to gun stores. They was buying up everything. They replenished over this pandemic time, and now they're emptying again. And I bet you, I put any amount of money on it, it's not us going to buy it. So I hope that people are ready and prepared for what may happen if he is taken out of office. It's going to be a whole nother shitstorm, a whole nother whirlwind of things happening. So people have to pay attention and stay vigilant, stay on point, and just be prepared for what may or may not happen. I'm leaning more towards the may. It's time for that. It's time now for that transition of power. He came in, he let everybody know who he was, what he was, and he destroyed the country. Now, just like with Obama, it takes somebody else to come in to try to fix it and repair it, and he's gonna come under scrutiny for. Now you gotta let that man do his thing, and if he doesn't finish it in the 4 years, vote him back in to get the job done.
Right. Well, he's probably not gonna run, but whoever's they pick to take his place, Biden's not gonna come back another 4 years.
You don't think so?
No, he didn't want to run this time because his son, Bo, had just died. So he was not going to run because he was mourning. Mm-hmm. But they looked at the numbers and, they didn't think that Democrats had great candidates. Don't get me wrong, great candidates. But it took a particular person that had to run against Trump. It had to be somebody that they couldn't be out here calling Pocahontas. It couldn't be someone that they were going to label like socialist. It had to be someone that stuff just bounced off of, so it was Biden. Because see, Trump he couldn't do anything but call him sleepy. That was all he had. He tried to do emails. We got Hunter Biden's emails. And it's like, okay, again with the emails, then it's like Hunter Biden's a meth head. So you're making fun of people with addictions, so it couldn't. nothing would stick, and that was the plan. So he's not going to run again. That's why he joked about the other day. He said he's Kamala's running mate. He said that. Mm-hmm. He's not. He didn't want this. He only did this because he felt like he could beat Trump, and here we are on the verge of something great.
Right?
Yeah. That man wanna go somewhere and sit down.
And to I think it'll be historic, not necessarily because Biden won in this election and so much is on the line. It's going to be historic because of exactly who you just said, who his running mate is. It's about Kamala Harris, right? And she's going to bring to the table as well. She'll be that energy that kind of I was talking about earlier. She'll be that energy, that spark. She's ready to fight. She was fighting as a senator for California. She didn't back down when they had their committees. Certain people, she was grilling.
Right.
Why are you doing this? What is this? The numbers don't say this. And, she's a lawyer. She's ready to fight and to argue and to prove you wrong. And the fact that, she's his VP, she's not going to take anything that the Republicans try to do, especially with the Senate. And we'll get into a little bit later on, but she's gonna look at Mitch and be like, you gotta sit down. That's not how this goes. She's gonna have, so I'm with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yay. So it's interesting. So I just want to talk about, can I just interject a little bit because I'm a little proud about Massachusetts here. Can we just shout out Massachusetts because Massachusetts did it. I was a little curious about what places and districts in Massachusetts went for Trump and not, but aren't y'all a little curious about that? Because we be traveling these streets. So if you're in Chelsea, you want to know, did Chelsea go for Trump?
What?
Right. It's probably nowhere that we go. It was not even a lot, but I am not going to name everyone that I found. So it was Middleton.
Middleton or Milton?
No, not even. No, Milton is going to be super liberal. They're like Cambridge. Middleton.
Okay.
Middleton. Okay, I know where that. Okay, I know where that's at.
Palmer, Mass, Halifax, Ashby. This was interesting to me. East Bridgewater. That's right next to Brockton.
That went Trump?
Yes.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Because they're
I'm
sick
not
of Brockton?
surprised. I'm not surprised because going through there, we used to go paintballing. We used to go paintballing to a place called P&L out in Bridgewater. And you'd be surprised at how many Trump signs and banners and everything were in people's yards.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carver, Drackett, Agawam,
I can
Ludlow.
see Carver.
Carver, that's Plymouth County.
Acushnet.
Ludlow's Western Mass.
Yeah, Acushnet, Freetown. I think that's Freetown is down the Cape, maybe?
Yep.
I think so.
I think so. Ware and Rochester. There were two towns that Biden won by 1 or 2 points. And this is why we say that every single vote matters, because he won Webster by 1 or 2 and Sutton by 1 or 2 points. Like 1 or 2. That's 1 or 2 votes. Like, wow, that's crazy. Your vote matters.
It
Your
really
vote
does.
matters.
But here's the crazy part. All those towns, right? All those towns that voted for him, but he still won Massachusetts as a whole by like 600,000 votes.
Yeah, because all the rest, Massachusetts is big. Like I'm going through these places and I'm like, where is Wales? Like there's so many places. I'm like, I thought that was in England. I don't know. Wales, like where is that? Scotland? I don't know.
I mean,
where? Like where is that? But yeah, Massachusetts, we came out big and yeah, pretty proud. Sending Markey back. So that's a good thing. Right. Ayanna, send her back. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah,
She's
she
definitely
got
a fighter.
that.
We need
that dude.
Yeah.
That dude only got like 3% votes. Whoever ran up against her. I'm not even listen. No bull. This is probably wrong of me, but I swear the picture of dude looked like a character from the Martin Show. He looked like he had a jerry curl, probably a gold cap, and was singing, "Don't you know no good?"
No.
Yo, he looked like somebody's Uncle Lester. I bet you he had on those sandals with the toes out in the rest of his photo.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo, I mean, oh, that's funny. Yeah. That's funny. But I'm glad we got the turnout we needed.
Yeah.
It's funny though, the governor didn't vote, but he still casted his ballot. That was
who
Baker.
Baker didn't vote. He don't like Trump. But dude, you can't.
I think he's gonna try to run in 2024 on the Republican ticket.
I'm not voting for him. I mean,
I'm not voting for him either.
He's decent enough.
He did that non-vote.
Right, exactly.
Because he didn't want to connect himself to Trump.
Exactly.
So that when he runs 2024, he didn't vote for him. He was horrible. Didn't want to have that connection. But
exactly. He's trying to distance himself away. So it's like, hey, I didn't vote for that dude. I don't like him. But you didn't vote for Biden either. Like, come on. He's always been doing that. He walks the line.
He voted for Kanye.
How many votes did Kanye? Did we tally those up? Like
he got like 1,200 votes in what was it? New Hampshire?
I heard he got 60,000 across the board.
How many?
Now I don't know how it got broken down, but that's what I heard. He got 60,000.
Now he made it. He made it on a ballot in 9 states.
Gosh.
But I think it was New Hampshire. He got like 1,200 votes.
Hey.
Wow. Trump is running in 2024. That's what Michelle Porter said. Is that his thing now? He's just gonna say, if I lose now, I'm running again. He's not coming back. Like, we're not gonna let you back in, dude. It's done. We're absolutely done with Mr. Trump. I do want to shout out Stacey Abrams. What y'all think? I want to shout her out because she is the driving force that has gotten Biden so close to Georgia. That is all Stacey Abrams. That woman has been working since she lost to, who did she run against as governor? I want
to say Doug or something.
Yeah, I can't remember, but they cheated. Like they cheated that woman out of that.
He was the dude that she ran against was also in charge of the voting system and how things get counted, what's legal, what's not.
Right. That's right. That's right.
They were like, "Yo, why are you still in charge of that?" He was like, "There is no conflict of interest."
Right. He wouldn't recuse himself. That's right.
You can't run for office and then you're in charge of the office that's going to count the votes.
Right. Yeah.
It was a conflict. It was horrible.
And do you know Stacey Abrams, Oreo?
No.
Yeah, so she ran, powerful Black woman, on the heavier side with short natural hair. She ran for the governor of, as we're saying, Georgia. She's so powerful and she's so down to earth because she came really close. Like she's had bankruptcies in her history, just a regular woman because she took care of her aging parents and they tried to like use that against her, things of that nature. But she's also brilliant because she's an attorney, she's running a business, and they wanted her to run for Senate in Georgia because she came so close because they love her in Georgia. And she's like, nah, I'm going to work on the problem with the voting because that's how she lost, the problem with voting and voter suppression. And she's been working on it ever since. And she's the reason why Biden is where he is and why we have runoffs coming up. And speaking of runoffs, if anyone from Georgia is watching, you have until December 7th to register to vote to be able to vote in the runoff in January. So the Senate is still there for us if Ossoff and Reverend Warnock wins.
How do you pronounce his name?
Warnock. I know how to spell it. Warnock. So I call him Warnock.
I don't know.
I
can't pronounce nobody's names.
Reverend Warnock. So hopefully, and I like Ossoff. He's awesome too. So yeah. So 2 runoffs in January. So, anyone out there in Georgia, anyone in the US who has not registered to vote, because is there anyone that has not registered to vote yet? It seems like everyone has gotten registered to vote. But if you have not and you're in Georgia, register. The deadline is December 7th. Get that vote in for Ossoff and Warnock.
Yes.
So we can take the Senate,
It's 47-48 Republicans as far as control of the Senate. And since we're talking about the Senate, we're going to kind of get into that. The Senate is just as important as a presidential election. All these elections are very important because each election represents some aspect of what's going on, some aspect of government. Like we always say, your local elections are the most important elections that you should vote in, because those are elections that will affect you immediately. Not necessarily tomorrow, but once everybody gets sworn in,
right?
Any type of laws that are passed are going to affect you right now. If there's laws that you don't agree with, you can get them, to take it off and do all of that. So your local elections are just as important as the presidential, and it goes up. You got the Senate elections, which is going on right now. Unfortunately, Mitch McConnell won his election. He's still the majority leader of the Republican Party in the Senate, which sucks. He beat out Amy McGrath. Lindsey Graham, he won his election. Unfortunately, he beat out Jamie Harrison. Even though Jamie Harrison raised $100 million.
It don't matter.
$100 million. Think about that. That's what this guy raised. Unfortunately, he still lost.
By a lot too.
Yeah, it's South Carolina, yo. I mean,
but
it's South Carolina.
Just like how Stacey Abrams was kind of that driving force. Hopefully, Jamie Harrison. He's definitely a national known person, known figure. He is known across this country. So hopefully he can use that popularity moving forward to still fight. Even though the presidential election is winding down, none of this stuff is over. Nothing is over. This is just the beginning. We still have to be active. We still have to hold the people that we voted for and the people who won that we didn't vote for accountable. If you voted for a Democrat and that person won their race for the Senate and they're not holding true to what they ran on their platform, hold them accountable. A lot of these people that are in office who didn't represent the people, primary their ass, get their ass out of office.
Yeah.
Like we have to stay vigilant. We have to put, we gotta hold them accountable. And that's making sure we're staying active, keeping up. You're following us because we'll have the information to make sure you're up to date on everything that's going on. So hit that subscribe button with the notification bell so you stay up to date with more information coming out. But back to the Senate, we did have some good wins. There was a guy, Gary Peter in Michigan, who went to the Senate, John Hickenlooper of Colorado. He's going to the Senate. And Mark Kelly of Arizona, he's going to the Senate. So unfortunately, it was not a blue wave. It was more like a trickle.
We'll take it.
But
we didn't
right
lose
now,
any. Wait, what happened with Doug Jones? Because I didn't.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Does anyone know in the usual suspects?
Yeah, they don't.
Doug Jones.
They don't have that. They're not showing that. We'll have to look that up. But right now, as it stands, 46 Democrats, 48 Republican.
Oh, did he lose? Brian said lost.
Oh, he lost?
I don't.
That's probably why they're not showing it on here. Oh, wait, what's this? Wait, hold on.
Because, that was going to be tough for him anyway. It's Alabama.
Oh, yeah, Tom Tuberville.
Tuberville. He was a football coach.
He was what?
He was a football coach. He was an NCAA football coach. I think I want to say maybe Florida State or Arkansas.
Auburn.
I knew it was one of them SEC
Thanks,
schools.
That's why we love our usual suspects. You guys are like so engaged. What would we do without you guys? So hit that subscribe and the notification, please, guys. We're going to keep telling you that. We got to remind you. Matter of fact, hit the like. Hit the like.
It was one of those SEC schools.
Yeah, Auburn.
Right? So, yeah, Tuberville's winning, or he won. In North Carolina, that's still up, but right now it looks like Tom Tillis is going to win that race. He's going against Cal Cunningham of the Democratic Party. Right now it's 48%. He's got 48% of the votes, and Cal Cunningham has 46% or 47. So it's 93% reporting. His lead isn't much, but we just gotta wait and see what happens.
Ain't over until it's over.
Yeah, it ain't over till it's over.
Ain't over till it's over.
So it's a lot going on, people. Like we said at the top of the show, I'm glad everybody got out there and voted. It's overwhelming. The 4-5 tried to do what he did to trip up people and make it harder for people to vote. And because of that, that's why we're still waiting right now. He only had one, certain governors only had one ballot box in certain districts for millions of people. You're not going to be able to count all that in one day. You're not going to count that in a week, and they so just stay vigilant. Don't let this get to you. Every vote has to get counted. Biden's right there. on the crest of winning at this whole election at 270. He's at 253 right now, officially. We're still waiting for a couple more results to come in.
Can you tell them why some places have him at 264?
They are giving him Arizona. Arizona has 11 electoral votes. So they're predicting that he's going to win. So that's how he has, if you look on certain sites, he has 264. But officially, he's only at 253. Right. That 11 votes are coming from Arizona, which they're predicting Biden will win. And so after that, he would only need 6 more electoral votes.
Which is Nevada.
Yep, and that's where Nevada comes into play. But if he wins Pennsylvania, they have 20 electoral votes. And so he would outright win just with that state. So they're still counting all these places, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. They're all still counting. Some places are, low 90s, high 90s as far as the percentage of votes counted. It's neck and neck. It's a tight race. But as of right now, Biden does have as they're saying, a clear path to victory. So, let's just stay vigilant, let them count their votes. And let's get this fucker out of office, please. Right. But anything you guys want to add to that?
I just want to say, kind of explain why they think he has a clear path to victory, and why Biden's team is like so confident right now. It's because of what's left outstanding. And we were talking about this earlier. It's that mail-in ballots are left outstanding. And that's where Biden is getting like the 80%, the 85%, the 90% of the votes are coming in those mail-in bags. Trump's votes have already been counted for Pennsylvania. Those walk-in day votes have already been counted. What's coming in right now are all the mail-in ballots and the mail-ins from Philly, from Pittsburgh, from all those surrounding counties that are heavily, Democratic. Let's say that, and that's why they're trying to stop.
All that was intentional. Because all the Republican people, all Trump's base, they came out and voted in person, which is fine. If people were given, you could vote early, you could vote by mail, or you can vote the day of. Right now, in any other year, I think there would have been a bigger turnout if we weren't hit with the freaking pandemic.
Well, this was a big turnout. You mean turnout on the day of walking in? Or because this is the biggest turnout we've had.
No, I'm just saying, as far as the ballots versus people showing up in person, there were more people that casted ballots because of the pandemic and everything that's going on versus let me go show up. There were, a lot of people did show up to the to the polls, but if you take the
people
number of
early
ballots,
voting,
early voting too.
Yeah.
And that was another big factor. A lot of people was like, yo, I don't want to have to wait. I want to get this over and done with. So, there's a lot of factors. But again, if there wasn't a pandemic going on, I think there would have been more people for Biden at a greater turnout show up at the polls than what the Trump supporters did.
And that would have been kind of scary because maybe this all worked the way it was supposed to work, because just imagine if there was not COVID, Trump and LaJoy did what they did with the post office, them closing the polls, in some places, and there's only like 1 or 2 polling stations in a huge city. People would not have gone and waited in those lines like that. That really would have suppressed our votes. This way, I think we really got the max out of everything, that early voting, yeah. This was hopefully Hopefully, what you think? What do you? This was your first time voting, right, Oreo? How you feeling?
I mean, you know me.
You're not gonna be a devil's advocate with this, are you? You're just gonna tell us how you feel.
Nah, I'm not gonna be a devil's advocate. I'm gonna say,
I'm just
you know
kidding.
what? You know what? You know how they say, each vote counts,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna hope that mine's counted this year. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling. I know everybody went out. And did their thing. It would make me feel a lot better if Biden pulled it out and I say, damn, it's because I went and voted this year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like I did so. So I hope my vote counts this year.
It always counts. And, and while we're on this, let's just tell the people, even if Biden does not pull this off, because there is a small possibility, we don't know. We don't know what tricks Trump and Russia has. I don't know. We don't know what's going on. Russia is still there. They're like sending stuff out right now to the Trump campaign, and they're like Trump and Trump Jr. retweeting all kinds of nonsense right now. Like Trump's Twitter has like all these warnings on it because he's just like posting stuff that's just not true. Trump Jr. tweeted before I came on, like, this is war. Like he's saying this is war and it's an already volatile situation. And he's talking about war. Like you're telling these people to be violent, right? Twitter should have took that down. I know they put like a warning content on it too. And I reported it and I retweeted so people can report that, like, dude, you're calling for violence right now. But however, I'm always the optimist. If he loses, your vote still counted because look how far we've gotten. Look, Texas is purple. Look at Georgia. Who would imagine that we'd be almost blue, turning Georgia almost blue? These are like investments. These are investments. We are investing into this system. That's what's happening. This is bringing us closer to where we need to be. And we already know that we're not going to see the changes in our lifetimes that we want to see, but we're setting the table for our kids. And then they have to set the table for their kids like our ancestors did for us. And that's my speech. I don't want to go too far on it, but that's always my thing. Like we're getting there. Like it's never going to seem like it because it's never going to be as fast as we want it. But we're pushing it. Like these people are out, like we were saying, they're just being rolled in like on oxygen tanks. Like cats are voting. Cats know Trump sucks. Like dead people are like trying to vote. Like, yo, this is serious. We have our kids engaged. Michelle said her son just asked her what the score. Farrell is running around here. He's 6 and he's engaged. Like he's like ready. Like, is he gone already? Is he gone? Like he's there. Were we engaged at 6? No, but these kids are starting young. This is, I'm proud. Like this is big. At this age, my kids, their ages, Keiko is 11. She's engaged. Like all of her friends, they're waiting. Everyone's waiting. I like it. I feel it. Fire's in the air. Yeah, come on, Oreo. This is good. This is good. Your vote is you matter.
I just won't see it.
You matter.
I hear it. I won't see it.
Come on, that was a pep talk.
I hear it. I won't see it.
I look at it like this: as long as the people that are counting the ballots, let them count.
Right.
I look at it like this: we done waited 3 years to get to this point. I think we can. Yeah. We can wait another week, couple days to a week, so that they can count every ballot. Right. I know it's frustrating. I know it's a headache. I know people are dead tired of this election. This election started back in 2018.
Imagine the poll workers, how tired they are.
Yeah. The poll workers, the people counting the ballots, like, yo, it's the country is tired. just tired. The virus has gotten people, beat down. You know, I would assume hope is still there, but in a fight, you're gonna beat up. You're gonna get, you're gonna get a black eye. You might lose a tooth, your nose might get messed up, your hands come from fighting, but you're not down. We're beat up and people are tired and they want this to end, but let the democratic process play out, because if we give into, what Trump is trying to put out there, then he would have won. Maybe not with the ballots, but that ideology, that frame of mind, he would have won. So we just gotta, let them count. Let this play out so we can get this done and over with.
Right.
And I only mean the election, because the fight for justice, for the things that matter to us, like Ms. Wanda said, the future, it doesn't stop. It's just beginning. So
right.
That's all I gotta say. Brother Oreo, anything you want to say before we start to wrap up the show?
Nothing else, sir.
Miss Knowledge?
Keep hope alive. No, like again, we got this. Don't listen to the rumors, they're out here. Trump's got all these lawsuits that just don't make not a bit of sense. You know what I mean? He's got a lawsuit for Pennsylvania because he wants to stop the votes, because he's telling people that these ballots are coming in after the election. One, the election's still going on because all the votes have not been counted. So we're still in an election. Also, these are ballots that the early ballots that they got early. Pennsylvania asked, and this is why what Frosty McNuggetts says all the time about voting in your local governments, because Pennsylvania, you got the district attorney who I think is Democratic, all these people, but the legislation is Republican. So when Pennsylvania got the surge of ballots and they're like millions, they're like, oh my God, can we start counting these prior to the election, or at least get them set up, because their law says that they can only start on November 3rd. That was the problem. So they wanted to get them done and start ahead of time. The legislators said no. That's why Pennsylvania is backed up the way it's backed up right now. It's their own doing. It's literally their own doing. So, yeah, we got this.
We got it. We got it. We got to stay tuned. Stay tuned to the news. Know what's going on. Don't be hoodwinked and bamboozled.
Right, exactly. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the lies. Trump is going to jail. He is going to try. We are not done with what he's doing right now. This is just this is nothing compared to what he may call out, because he is facing jail time, and Kamala is ready to prosecute. Because remember, she was a prosecutor. She is ready. Southern New York, the courts there are ready for him, and he knows it. You have not seen this man. Have we seen him in the past few hours? He must be pooping all kinds of bricks right now. He really must be. He's got to be. He's got Rudy Giuliani talking for him all out in Nevada, or wherever the heck he is. Nevada's like, you know what? We got until Tuesday, and we're going to use this time. We only counting 50 to 70,000 votes every day, and we going home to get us something to eat. We don't care what y'all do. We come back tomorrow. Like that.
Right? They but you know what? We taking our time. They got to the 12th.
They should. They should take their time. Right. We don't want any challenges. Like, we don't want a mess. We want them to take their time, and then we can, I'm sorry. The other myth is that, people are stuffing ballots. No, they have independents, Republicans, and Democrats watching these ballots being counted.
And they got cameras. And
they have cameras, exactly, for instant replays. So there's nothing shady going on, but what Trump be doing, and that he don't want. Biden gonna find all kind of skeletons in that closet when they get to that White House. They're gonna be opening up doors, and they're like, "Oh my God!"
Bones
It's
everywhere.
gonna be falling out.
Exactly. He probably got bodies buried, yo. He probably got bodies buried in the basement. They're like, where's that cook?
Quick update. We do have an update. Arizona's expected to give results on their count within the next couple minutes. Unfortunately, I don't know if we'll be on air for that. But Arizona is expected within the next
still leading, right?
few minutes to give an update on their count. Real quick, before we go, as of right now, Trump is up by 3,000 votes in Georgia. Nevada, Biden is up by 11,000 votes. In Arizona, Biden is up by 58,000 votes.
He went up.
It went up.
It went up. Oh, he got Arizona. That's what they were probably calling. They saw that. Oh, wait.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't tease me.
No. I'm sorry. I had it backwards. Trump. Oh, no. Oh, no, I had it. They switched the graphic. Okay, so Trump is still up in Pennsylvania, but his lead has actually gone down to 56,000. Prior to this update, he was up by 64,000. So he just lost roughly 10,000 votes in Pennsylvania in the last 20 minutes.
And there's hundreds of thousands of votes still out there, folks. So don't fret.
Pennsylvania, there is hundreds of thousands of votes still left to be counted.
Don't fret.
So it's looking like Biden might win Pennsylvania, and if he wins Pennsylvania, it's done. The race is over, because
if
again,
he wins
Pennsylvania
Arizona,
has 20 electoral college votes. Biden's at 253 officially. This would definitely put him over the 270 mark. So stay vigilant. Don't give up. Biden got this. We got this. Democracy will be saved, but the fight doesn't stop. The moment he gets in office, we got to make sure we hold him accountable. If he's not doing something that, like Brother Oreo would say, is for the people, we need to go out there, protest like we've been protesting for the past 3 years. Anytime Trump has done something that wasn't for the people, that was just outright just horrible, what do we do? Out there protesting. Just because we have somebody in office that we like doesn't mean we cannot hold them accountable. That should give us even more reason to hold them accountable, is because we helped them get there, and they need to stick to what they promised us. So that's all I got. The election is still going, just like the title says. Go ahead, Brother Oreo. Let him know.
I have to say this. Because I don't want this to turn into an Obama situation. You got to remember, if Biden gets in, the House and the Senate are still run by Republicans. So anything that he wants to pass, it's going to be a fight.
Just the Senate. Just the Senate is.
Or the Senate. I'm sorry, the Senate. It's going to be a fight. So you can't hold them accountable if the people that's up underneath them or around him won't allow him to do what he needs to do to make things right.
Exactly.
So you have to, now if they get in there and he says, well, I'm going to lower the taxes, and he goes before, the Senate, and they're like, it ain't nothing happening. And it doesn't happen, you can't hold him accountable for that, because it's not him.
Exactly.
Right.
So people did that with Obama his whole term. You got to understand, there was things that they wanted to do that he couldn't do.
Right.
There was things that
turtleneck Mitch.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people have to be mindful of that as well.
Right.
And that's why local elections matter, because just like Brother Oreo said, your local elections, you get to vote for what senator goes to the Senate. You get to vote for the person that goes. Are they going to represent you, or are they going to represent corporate America, all the rich folk?
Right.
Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham.
Right.
We just went down the list of some of the Republicans that won. Also, we talked about this a couple months ago with the QAnon lady,
Right.
Green. She won.
Yeah.
Think about that. A lady who thinks QAnon is a real thing, a conspiracy theorist that, you know, Hillary Clinton and Obama got some pedophile ring at the bottom of a basement in a pizza shop that don't have a basement. A person like that is in the Senate. She won her race, and people aren't talking about that.
Right.
A crazy QAnon believer is in the Senate or in Congress right now. She won her race.
Right. Making decisions.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying the sky is blue. She's like, nah, son, that's magenta.
Yeah.
She gonna hit y'all with some left field stuff, yo.
I mean, look at
this is why local elections are important.
They got a segregationist. Didn't she win? Epstein lost, so he was going against that segregationist woman. She won.
I forgot the lady's name, but this is why local elections are important, because of what Brother Oreo just said.
Yeah.
Yes, we have our person in office, but if there's people in the Senate that are blocking him, we can't get nothing done.
Yeah.
Why? Because people didn't want to vote in their local elections to get the senator in office that would back the president. But no, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, local elections are important.
Good words. Perfect. Thank you, usual suspects. Thank you guys, Mary, Michelle, Brian. We love when you show up. Keiko, Jeanette. Who else is there? Everybody. I don't know. John, Jonathan. Thank you, guys.
Hit that hashtag usual suspects. We gotta get that. We gotta get trending.
Yeah.
You know, that represents y'all. Y'all grace us with your presence every week. Y'all are so smart, awesome. We definitely love y'all. Hashtag usual suspects.
Yes.
That being said, we are out. We will see y'all next week. Don't lose hope. And this time, like, even though we said it last week,
I know.
This time next week, we will definitely know who the next president is, whether it's fuckboy Trump or Joe Biden. So
or Sleepy Joe.
Or Sleepy Joe.
All right, y'all.
Hi, guys.
All
right.
Bye
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Peace.